Now to another Fox News alert. Israeli troops crossing into southern Lebanon overnight as the IDF launches a limited ground invasion to take down what's left of the Iranian-backed terror group Hezbollah.
Nate Foy joins us live from Tel Aviv with the latest. Nate.
Todd, Carly, good morning. A limited ground offensive is underway right now in southern Lebanon. But breaking within the past hour, we are already seeing a response from Hezbollah terrorists. Not long ago, we heard sirens here in Tel Aviv and then an explosion in the distance. And the IDF is now confirming that multiple rockets were fired at central Israel from a civilian area in Lebanon. Some of those rockets were intercepted, but not all of them. And we're now learning that 2 people are injured, both of them drivers hit by falling shrapnel on Highway 6, a highway that runs north and south here in central Israel. And you mentioned this happens as Israeli troops finally went into southern Lebanon overnight. Here's IDF spokesman Daniel Hagari talking about that.
These localized ground raids will target Hezbollah strongholds that threaten Israeli towns, kibbutzim, and communities along our border.
So you see Israeli soldiers just before carrying out the offensive overnight. They've been preparing for this for months. Their goal is to neutralize Hezbollah threats on the border so the 60,000 evacuated Israelis in the north can return to their homes. Another part of Israel's plan is to hamper Hezbollah's weapons capabilities. They hit several facilities in the Dahia neighborhood of Beirut overnight, and if that sounds familiar, here's why. That's the same neighborhood where Israel took out former Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah last Friday, and Israeli security officials said this morning that targeting Hezbollah leadership continues to be a focus for the IDF as this limited ground offensive begins. Now, a senior U.S. official told Fox that this limited ground offensive is expected to be shorter and smaller than the Second Lebanon War in 2006. That lasted 34 days, and it ended with a UN resolution requiring that Hezbollah operate north of the Litani River, which is something that didn't end up being enforced, which is why the Israelis in the north had to evacuate from their homes. The IDF, a senior Israeli official, told us this morning that right now they will not say if the Litani River is the marker that they will need to move Hezbollah terrorists north of before they pull out of southern Lebanon. We'll send it back to you.
Interesting geographical context there. Nate Foy live for us in Tel Aviv. Nate, stay safe, and thank you so much for that reporting. Let's bring in Fox News contributor and former CIA station chief who served in Moscow, Iraq, and Pakistan, Dan Hoffman. Dan, good morning to you. So let's just start with the basics here. When you hear limited ground action against Hezbollah in Lebanon, what does that mean, and what is the end goal for Israel here?
Yeah, so Israel has accomplished a lot with some daring intelligence operations, the pager operation, and some of the Air Force attacks, which have eliminated Hezbollah commanders, as well as the leader of Hezbollah, Hassan Nasrallah, their foot soldiers, their terrorist infrastructure. But what Israel needs to do now is continue to take the fight to the enemy in southern Lebanon. There's a limit to how much you can do with the Air Force alone. You need the combined effects of air power as well as troops on the ground to conduct those precision counterterrorism strikes to remove the threat from Hezbollah terrorists and their military infrastructure. That's the goal, is to enable Lebanon to enforce that UN Resolution 1701 back from 2006, which was supposed to deny Hezbollah any presence in southern Lebanon. And the immediate goal is for Israel to return their 60,000 citizens who had to evacuate and restore the economic vibrancy of that region. Beyond that, I think, again, it's for Lebanon to take control of their own border and not allow Hezbollah to homestead and threaten Israel.
Yeah, allow those 60,000 to return, and not only that, once they do, make sure that their homes are safe while they're living along the Israeli-Lebanon border. There's always a risk that Iran will retaliate as a result of all of this. Do you think that will happen, and if so, how?
Well, it's awfully hard to predict exactly how Iran might respond. We know that Iran hasn't responded thus far, and the U.S. has deployed additional air assets into the Middle East in an effort to deter Iran from responding. Look, the Iranians, their strategy has been to use their proxies for strategic depth. They're perfectly happy to fight to the last Palestinian or Lebanese terrorist, but they don't want to be involved in a conventional war that they know they would lose against Israel or with the assistance of the United States. So with the United States intelligence community, Israel's intelligence community has to be on high alert for any response from Iran. And remember that they've got the asymmetric capability not only to launch cyber attacks against us, they did that against the Trump campaign, but they've got active assassination plots out against former President Trump and his senior cabinet officials.
Yeah, and when it comes to President Biden's response, he was, of course, asked about this yesterday, and he is continuing to call for a ceasefire. And with that in mind, I want to read something that Jared Kushner posted on X a few days ago. This is just a portion of a lengthy post about the importance of this moment when it comes to both Israel and the United States. He says that more than 40 years ago, Hezbollah killed 241 U.S. military personnel, including 220 Marines. That remains the single deadliest day for the U.S. Marine Corps since the Battle of Iwo Jima. And now, over the past 6 weeks or so, Israel has eliminated as many terrorists on the U.S. list of wanted terrorists as the U.S. has done in the last 20 years, including the Hezbollah terrorist who was responsible for that Marine barracks bombing. So, Dan, it sounds like we should be thanking Israel as opposed to telling them to stop. What do you think about this? Final thoughts to you.
Yeah, I think after having inflicted so much damage on Hezbollah, the last thing that Israel wants to do is allow Hezbollah to retain any capability to launch serious retaliation. So they're not going to stop until they've gained escalation dominance. That's what this is all about.
Yeah, and Israel's also, they're not just targeting Hamas, Hezbollah, they're also attacking the Houthis in Yemen and the Red Sea, putting everyone on notice. Dan Hoffman, live for us. Thank you so much, Dan. We appreciate you as always. Have a good day.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.